We left Harvest Church at 3 a.m. to depart for Prince of Wales, Alaska. There's a 4-hour time difference, and after 3 flights, 2 boat rides, an overnight stay, and about 5 to 6 hours of driving, we reached our final destination the next day at about 8:30 p.m. While in Ketchikan for night 1, we stayed at Dan and Deb's house, who are retired Foursquare pastors. They're amazing, spirit-filled, godly people that minister to the communities here in Ketchikan. While in Ketchikan, we visited the Totem Bight State Historical Park, which was an initiative started in 1938 by the U.S. Forest Service to preserve art and culture of the different tribes in Southeast Alaska, being the Tlingit, Haida, and Tsimshian primarily. These totem poles carry heavy historical and cultural significance to their respective tribes and clans. They can be mortuaries, family stories, depictions of nature, and so much more. Our home base for the trip was Kaufman Cove, which is on the northeast corner of Prince of Wales. We stayed with Joel and Trish Buchanan, who are local missionaries to the people and natives of Prince of Wales. To them, it's called Dikian Kawu Hit, which stands for God's House in Tlingit. To others, it's called Paradise Found, which references the story in the Gospel where Jesus said the thief would be with him in paradise on the cross. Joel is both Tlingit and Haida, but because they're a matriarchal society, his identity is primarily Tlingit. He has deep connections with the Tlingit and Haida people on Prince of Wales. Just down the road is Luck Lake, which is part of the Tongass National Forest. The Tongass National Forest is 16.7 million acres of temperate rainforest, and it absorbs over 40% of the world's carbon, produces more than 10% of the world's oxygen. And after working for the day, most evenings the team would spend an hour or 2 unwinding, fishing for trout, and sticks if you're Jacob. The Kaufman Cove Baptist Church, pastored by Jason and Angie Wakefield, is one of the ministries we partnered with for this trip. On the south end of the island is the native village of Heidelberg. And for about 10 years, Foursquare has partnered with this village to help build their clan house, work on the church, and support locals and the elders there. We, as our team, got to spend about 2 days working on the sanctuary for the Church of Heidelberg, helping to finish and prep the walls for painting and trim. We're one of many teams throughout the U.S. that has come and donated time and resources to see this project to fruition. And we're at the end of this project here, now after a couple years. We also worked on the Timothy House in Kaufman Cove, which is a discipleship immersion home. And after 2 years of training here, they're going to launch a candidate somewhere on the island to minister and pastor a local community in Prince of Wales. Our team was able to spend a day sanding and prepping the walls for paint, installing insulation in the crawl space, as well as praying over Pastor Jason and the future candidate for the Timothy House. Our main mission here on Prince of Wales is missionary support. Working on the Buchanan's homestead, we did projects like clearing overburden and weeds, spreading gravel, building raised garden beds, helping to maintain vehicles and other jobs along that, as well as cleaning and other odds and ends. We help to offset these tasks and jobs that take a load of work off of Joel and Trish so they can spend more time ministering and pouring into the people of Prince of Wales. Now, at the end of the day, Dave slept. At least one of these days of the trip is dedicated to fishing, hopefully for halibut, salmon, cod, and more. Fish is the main source of protein here on the island, and it's far cheaper than chicken or beef because of its abundance. We caught about $1,500 worth of fish that day, all of which will be processed, frozen, and donated to those unable to go out and provide for themselves. The most fish for the day goes to Jacob, the biggest one goes to Aaron, smallest to John, and most lines tangled, that goes to David. Huge thank you to Stephen of Kaufman Cove Baptist Church for graciously taking us out on the boat for the day, for donating your time, your gear, and all of your jokes and all of the amazing things to take us out and let us have an amazing experience. It was a wonderful trip, where we got great kingdom work done for the locals and natives in Southeast Alaska. We had a hardworking, connected team of men that God truly moved through with our time here. After about 29 hours of traveling back, we were thankful, tired, hungry, and goofy at times. We want to say a huge thank you to Harvest Community Church and the staff here, as well as a thank you to the congregation for your support. Everyone that donated to the trip, prayed and interceded for us, as well as those that hosted and supported us while on the island. This was an amazing trip. God did a lot of amazing stuff. We're so excited for next year and for those of you that decide to join us.
In that egg there was a bird, a rare bird, a rattling bird, and the bird in the egg, and the egg, and the bird, and the bird, and the nest, and the nest, and the limb, and the limb, and the branch, and the branch, and the tree, and the tree, and the hole, and the hole, and the hole, and the bog, down in the valley.